Hey y'all, hey. What's happening? What's happening? Hey y'all, hey. We live, y'all. We live. We live. Welcome to Internet Speaks. We are live in the building. Yes, we are. So listen, how is everyone doing? 2023. Let me see if I can get some people in this live. Hey y'all, hey. It's been a minute. What's going on? Hey. Listen, we live today. We just gonna chat a little bit. We changed the time because child life is lifing. Do you hear me? And it's listen, it's 2 days in. I need to be taking off the strong soldiers list. I know some of y'all seen it, but if y'all know the angel that be recording the right and the wrongs, I need to holler at him and tell him that I'm through and I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do a whole lot of liking this shit, right? I want to do a whole lot of achieving a whole bunch of things, but I don't do another. I've done enough liking. I'm good, good. So I wanted to come on today, talk to everybody, see how everybody is doing, what's happening, what's going on, what's up, what's your goals for this year, what we doing, what we doing, what we doing. So just to kind of catch you guys up because I haven't been going live because I got sick. And then when I got sick, some other things went down. And so that's what it is, right? And so there's a lot going on. My dad is with me now. And so I'm a full time caregiver, working full time, trying to release a book and doing this and doing ministry. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's all but I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I'm gonna need a whole lot of strength from Christ. Y'all pray for me. So what are the goals for 2023? What are we doing? Are we doing more self-care? Are we doing more, being more consistent? What are we doing? So I'm gonna start with telling y'all what I'm gonna do. So I'm working on my discipline, working on being more disciplined, working on being consistent, which that's a carryover from last year because last year I was extremely consistent on what I wanted to do. From releasing a book to working on another book, to diligently working on that book, regardless of whatever was happening in my life, I took my time to do what I needed to do. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, holla at your girl. So y'all share. Y'all know what to do. Like and share, like and share, like and share so we can get the numbers up. But listen, so I'm here to be like, what's up? What we doing? What's your word? Y'all drop the word in the chat. What's your word for this year? What's the word for this year? What are we doing? Right? Because I feel like I was asking myself today, I said, what's my vision? Because me getting my father threw my vision off, right? So I'm like, what's gonna be my vision now? Like, how am I going to achieve the things that I want to achieve? So I want to tell you this though, like, there's gonna be a lot of things that come into your life that will distract you from doing what you need to do, right? It will distract you from the things that is important to you. So what I'm encouraging everyone to do is focus on one thing at a time. I gotta tell myself this, talking to me and I'm talking to you, right? Focus on one thing at a time and focus on what God told you to do first, right? And those things will flourish. Whatever we do for Christ will last. Whatever we do for God will last, right? So a lot of us are, in the self and being by myself and saying no to people and blah 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 and increasing our boundaries and making sure people don't cross our boundaries and all that stuff. And all that's great. All of that is great. But finding your purpose in this season is very important. Finding out what and who you are is very important because there's so many people and things and commentary and ideas and ideologies and theologies and whatever, right? School of thoughts in reference to who we are as people, who we are as Black people, who we are as women. Women's rights are being taken from them. What you do with your body. All this stuff is going on. So you have to know who you are, know what you stand for, and know what you believe in. And back to being consistent. Making sure that you're consistent this year. Have you done your list? Have you created the your vision board? Every year I sit down and I do a vision board. Usually my vision board is from June to September, like somewhere in there, my birthday or the Jewish Rosh Hashanah. Then I'll start my new year. My new year started in September. So with that being said, like this is the Gregorian calendar new year, right? And so consistency and discipline is my word. So today I had to practice discipline because I was tested really early in the morning, and I was kind of like trying to figure out exactly what was going on there, but I feel like I handled it very well, and so I think I need to be disciplined in the things that I do and say, right? And be strategic on what I'm doing and saying. And I'm saying all this to say that this show has to be consistent in order for it to be effective, right? And there is so many things that goes into putting on the show, to the lighting and the content and all of that stuff. And like I had several people that were gonna come on, but this person was sick. This person, I mean, the flu took out everybody last year. So this year I want to plan. I want to do something different. If you have any ideas, any content you want us to cover, I'm really excited to do that. We're going to be here every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. And so on to the next subject, right? Because we know what we're going to do. Let me see what's in the comments. Hold on just a minute. Put the comments in. Let's see. Oh, Kathy said, hey, Kat, hey. So, listen, so let's talk about something real quick because I had this on my mind. So when someone breaks your trust, right, as a friend, as a lover, or anything, they have the responsibility to rebuild the trust, but you have the responsibility to allow them to rebuild the trust. You allowing them to rebuild the trust is you trusting them to rebuild the trust. So you still got to trust in some way, shape, or fashion. Trust is a huge factor for me, but I decided coming into the new year that I'm going to love like I've never been hurt, and I'm going to trust like I've never been betrayed. And I don't know if people that know me personally know I don't trust very easily at all. And I'm not trying to trust with my whole and blind trust or nothing like that, but I do want to feel good about believing what somebody says. Being in a relationship that is full of mistrust, full of distrust, full of betrayals, deception, lies, um, uh, gaslighting, and manipulation, it will leave you, when you leave a relationship like that, it will leave you with questions about where you're going, what you're doing, and your capability to love again. And I think one part about me about being resilient is that I'm able to love again in a different way. So I learn a lot from my relationships, my friendships. I learn what I've done wrong, what I've done right. I'm very introspective. So this year, we're not cutting nobody off in 2024, right? We are going to embrace who embraces us, celebrate who celebrates us, with us, for us, right? And start to evaluate the circles that we travel in, right? So that your circle is strong, your circle is tight, and that when your circle is tight, you're able to move and be great. I've had the fortunate to be surrounded by people that accept me totally, right? And it's a different feeling because I can be who I am with all my crazy and still be taken seriously, right? Um, and I don't have to worry about my intimate details, my secrets, my heart being shared or being betrayed or whatever. And so I bless God for that. I bless God for a circle that's solid. I bless God for people I can call and cry to. I bless God for being able to be vulnerable, because if y'all know me, some people just know me. So if some people on here know me, y'all know I'm not the V word. I don't do V. I don't do V. I do not do V. Vulnerability. I do not do V. I don't do V very well. Okay? So God challenged me to be vulnerable. He said, you're going to have, in order to go to this next level of healing, God started to talk to me about the next level of healing, the next level of healing. And the next level of healing for me was pulling back those onions and being transparent and vulnerable, asking for help. Help. I can't even say it. Asking for help. Hey, Pastor Andrea. Asking for help, right? Asking somebody to do something for me, asking for prayer, asking, and then really asking for prayer with the intent that knowing that people are going to pray. I said something right there. Because sometimes you asking for prayer, them people ain't going to pray for you. But I thank God I know if I call the people in my circle and I say I'm going through it, I need y'all to pray, guess what? They're going to be calling my name. And I bless God for it. I bless God for it. Because a lot of people we know don't have that capability, right? They don't have those friends and people around them that will pray. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like some praying friends. Lord Jesus. Friends that you can be real with, say what on, prophesy to, y'all prophesying to each other, speaking life, and you can pray for each other. That is when God sends you people in your life like that. That is a blessing. And it has changed my perspective. And I have decided to be vulnerable. It was a decision. Because I'm transparent, but I'm not vulnerable. But God said there's a next level of healing. There's a next level of healing. Along with that next level of healing came forgiveness. Forgiveness for those people that I felt wrong, hurt me, did me dirty, whatever. I had to forgive them and move on, and that's hard for me to do. Because, baby, I likes to keep my little records around, honey. I keep my little file cabinet in the back of my head. I remember what you did. I remember why I ain't fooling with you. But I had to say, you know what? No. How, going forward, how does any of this benefit us in the long run, benefit our growth? How does not forgiving people, hanging around people that don't celebrate you, questioning people's friendships, questioning the man you with, not trusting, can't trust your man, being in abusive relationships, how is all of that benefiting your growth? It's not. It's stumping your growth. It's stumping your growth. And we are about growth. God is about growth. In this season, we are about growth. We got to be on our P's and Q's, and we got to grow as people. We have to grow as people. We have to grow up in the spirit. Grow up and be adults. Let's not walk around offended by every little thing. Like, okay, like I can be offended about a lot of things, right? I can point the finger and say, oh, this person did this, but you know what? At the end of the day, how is that going to help me grow? How is that going to help me release this book? How is that going to help me with this podcast? How is that going to help me with Broken and Restored Outreach Ministry? How is that going to help me? It's not. If it's not going to help me grow, then it's got to go. Y'all drop that in the chat. If it's not going to help me grow, it's got to go. And when you're going through that level of healing, God is taking you through that healing. It's an ugly place. It feels unsafe. It feels like you're uncovered. You're angry one day, you're mad the next, you're happy the next, you got joy the next. It's a lot. I encourage you to take the time to feel, to be present in the moment, to feel where you are and be real with yourself. Because I found that once I accepted Anjanette for who she was, loud, rambunctious, full of life, personality, da da da, and I don't have to dumb down for anybody. Man, people came to me that love me. I was rejecting parts of myself that other people was rejecting. That ain't got nothing to do with me. What other people don't like about you is not your business. It's not your business. What people think about you is not your business. It's what people are doing behind your back is not your business. Mind the business that makes you grow. Mind the business that pays you. It's not your business. So if we can get to the place where we are more focused on our growth, we're more focused on what's going to take us to the next level. And not just talking about it. You know, we love, I'm going to the next level. We posting, going to the next level. No, the next level is not posting about the next level, but actually becoming the next level. And that's the work that you got to do outside when nobody sees you, what's going on. You got to grow. If last year this time, if my dad would have got sick and I had to be his caregiver, I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't there, right? I had to even work through forgiving him, forgiving myself, forgiving my mama. Like, I don't want to be around you and you sick and I got to take care of you and you ain't took care of me. Like, who do that? Where they do that at? I had to work through all of that stuff. And that's all I'm saying for you tonight. Like, I just came on to encourage you, like, do what it works for you. Get you a word, some words, some phrases, what God gives you this year, and do that. If God is saying be consistent, God is saying be pleasurable, be nice, be more forgiving, whatever he says. Not contentious in your heart, whatever he says, whatever your word is, ask God for your word for this year and for the following years, for the next 5 years. Ask God for a plan and a vision for where this world is going, how we going to navigate the end time. This is real. And we have to, like we are in the kingdom and in church and doing all this, but baby, it's going to be where you can't even really meet in church no more. You can't even say Jesus. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready. And if we are not there and we are still holding on to grudges and doing all this and that and focusing on us, listen, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Love yourself, but you have to love your neighbor. You ain't loving your neighbor if you keeping yourself in a bubble, keeping yourself in a box, and self-loving and self-loving and self-loving to where you can't self-love. This is what mine says, self-love. But I'm self-loving. It got to get to the place where I love myself so much that my love begins to overflow. My love for people gets to overflow. Love yourself first, but then love your neighbor, because that's the impact. That's where you make the best impact, when people outside of your church community, where you get to go and dress up and be somebody and get on the mic and preach and do all this, but it's the people that are closest to you that experience the Jesus in you. And if you can't pray, and I will come to your house and get with the devil. It's so important to love ourselves first. Pastor Andrea said, yes, it is. But I will come to your house and pray. I'd rather. I don't need a microphone, a stage, and a whole bunch of people. I don't. Some people can't even operate if they're not on the stage. Some people can't, they won't even pray over their food in public if they're not on stage doing their thing, they can't even do that. I'm not that way. But we have to get, this is the end time, baby. This is about the chair, the wheat from the chair. Grow up. If it doesn't help us grow, it gotta go. If you have friendships that's not letting you grow and you outgrown them, that's all right. That's okay. Everybody doesn't have to stay in every season of your life. Some people are here for a season, and then some people stay for a long time, a lifetime, right? Some people, you might circle back. Y'all might cycle back, and be somewhere different. But I think we need to accept what people are and be okay with that. We are so judgmental. We are so cruel to our people that we say we love. We are so cruel to them. And we don't show them the love of Christ. We don't show them forgiveness. We don't show them, we don't give them grace. We want to beat people over the head and all that. No, no, that doesn't bring anybody to Christ. That doesn't bring in your world. You the only Christ somebody gonna see. If you the only Christ somebody gonna see, then what does that mean? What does that mean to you? You have to be growing, you have to be forgiving, you have to have self-control, discipline, health, consistency, hope, joy, peace, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Because that good stuff you give to yourself. When you give to yourself, you can give it to others. And watch this. The more I love myself, the more I'm not offended by people doing stuff that may offend me or hurt my feelings. I'm not so hurt about it anymore. Like, I used to internalize if somebody hurt me, Pastor Andrew. I used to internalize. I used to think, oh, this person said this about me. Well, what am I doing? Right? Because I'm not sure about me. But once I became sure about Anjanette, it's not my problem. Your problem. I don't give a damn about how you see, perceive me, think of me. I don't care. What you gonna get from me, what I can tell you is, you gonna get the same me here, the same me behind closed doors, the same me on the phone, the same me over at the restaurant. You're gonna get the same me. Why? Because I've accepted everything about Anjanette, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've accepted who I am. So when somebody does something to me, I don't internalize it anymore, Pastor Andrew. I don't. I don't internalize it anymore. I just say, okay, they did that. And then I say, well, what was it? What are you going through? Like, talk to me. Talk to me about what you're going through, right? Because this ain't me. This ain't gonna do me. This is your character. This is your stuff coming out, not mine. And it has just really shifted how I look at things, how I see things. I'm not butt hurt about stuff no more. My brother told me something real off the wall the other day. Right, they're usually going through something themselves, and they like to project on you. So my brother was telling me something, or whatever, about some choices that I had made, or whatever. And usually, if I hadn't dealt with the choices that I've made, if I hadn't decided that I was going to do something better with myself and get love me enough to be and do what I deserve, right, and go for the love I deserve, and not settle for, half being loved or whatever the situation was, then what I did, I came, hey Nikita, I came and I came around and I was like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good with whatever is going on because this has nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. I'm sure. So my brother said whatever he said, and if I hadn't accepted everything that I've done, I would have been offended by what he said. But I'm not. Why? Because I healed and I'm accepted. Whatever. I did it. Mm-hmm. Well, what was going on with you? What was wrong with you? Did you have low self-esteem? Probably did. Yeah, I could probably say yeah. I didn't know my worth. I definitely didn't know my worth. Yeah, I could say that. And what? Because some of y'all walking around don't know your worth and still dating and talking to folk and doing stuff at low grade energy. So what we talking about, right? But I know we are no longer who we were. Right. New people in Christ. Right. But when we get in Christ, right? Because getting in Christ is not getting in church, y'all. Getting in Christ is really it's an ugly situation. You got to do a lot of morphing. You got to do a lot of morphing. And he deals with us and breaks us and then builds us up and breaks us and builds us up and breaks us and builds us up. I did not know what that meant. And when God gave me the Broken and Restored Outreach Ministry, he said, you're going to walk this out. I did not know that I was going to be broken and restored over and over and over and over and over again. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm like, what is going on? Breaking, 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 breaking this, breaking that, breaking this. And I'm like, oh man, and breaking word curses over my life. I was operating in things that people had told me, and my spirit had taken on agreement with people spoke over my life. So I'm walking around accepting these things that ain't even God. God didn't say that about me. They said that about me. And they said that about me because they hate me on me. Because I don't know my worth and I don't know the power that God has given me. I don't know that my personality is for the masses. I don't know this. They know that. I don't know this. So they trying to stop it in this tracks before it flourishes. And too bad because God got a hold of it and I understand what's going on. So now it's on you. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I love me. I like me. And me is cool. And you should love you too. And you should accept you. And I can be able to say, listen, I struggle with self-esteem, and this is why. I struggle with not knowing my worth and not really knowing the value of me. Right? Like I didn't know the value of me. I think I'm pretty. I think I could dress nice. I think I keep myself together. I think a lot of things about myself that's decent. But I didn't know the value that I bring to other people's life. I'm just Anjanette. I'm just me. I'm just me. I'm just me. What does that mean? I'm loyal. I'm real. I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna fight with you. I'm gonna fight in the spirit and in the natural. Because if you my dog, you my dog, right? There is certain things that come with me, with being my friend, with being my lover, with being my child. There's a benefit with me. There's value over here. So when you understand value, then you don't just give your stuff away. We don't understand value. We don't understand the value of who we are. So now, when you see people just giving themselves away, giving themselves over here, pieces over here, pieces over there, this person, that person, this person, that, not getting what they really want, selling for half of this, half of that. The reason why is because they don't understand their value. They don't understand what comes with them. Because when you can say, like they say, oh, what do you bring to the table? Well, I make this much money and I got this and I live here and I do this and I got this. No, what do you bring to the table? I bring honesty, communication, loyalty. I bring friendship. I bring humor. I bring a business mind. I bring the ability to be resourceful. I bring connectedness. I bring responsibility. I bring, you know what I'm saying? I bring personality. I bring, there are certain things that come with me that I bring to the table. So if you are going to benefit from being my friend or my love or whoever's in my circle, you're gonna benefit from being around me. Being around me is never gonna yield you hurt, pain, because I'm gonna betray you or stab you in your back, talk about you behind your back, do all that. I'm not gonna do none of that. That ain't me. If you my dog, I'm not gonna do that to you. If you my friend, if you somebody I love, if you somebody I minister to you, I'm not gonna do you like that. So when it goes down, and when you value who you are, and you know what goes on with you, and what value you bring, it's a lot of things you won't do no more. It's a lot of people you won't even deal with no more. Because why? It's throwing your pigs to your pearls to the swine. The reason why the Bible say don't throw your pearls to the swine, the pearls is your value. Don't give your value away to just anybody. People have to earn that. People just don't get your value. When we know our value, when we know our value, others' nonsense stop. It's believing in exactly who we are and what God has made us to be. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Knowing who you are. Now, I know people that I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. And that's something that you, as a minister, you can't really help them with that. Because that's something that God has to help them with, right? They have to learn to accept themselves and who they are. And so, with that being said, love you. But love you so much that you begin to love other people. Accept you. But accept you so much that you're not offended by anything else somebody says about you or anything sideways somebody try to say about you or anything like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. I used to question. Somebody say something to me, I'll be like, dang, am I really like that? Dang, do I really come off like that? Dang. But it ain't really nothing bad. Just, oh, somebody said I was flirtatious. Girl, no, I'm not. I don't even talk to dudes like that. But I'm flirtatious because I can hang with a dude. I can be around dudes, and I really am comfortable around men. Don't bother me at all. More comfortable than I used to be around women. But now I'm more comfortable with both because I'm comfortable with me. I used to be like I felt less than being around women that were accomplished. Because I felt like I wasn't. Right? I felt like only thing I did was I was a property manager, right? And I made decent money, but not as much money as some of the other women that I knew. And that next level of healing, right? So why do I feel more comfortable around accomplished men than accomplished women? Why is that? When I start to internalize, be introspective, and think about why am I feeling like I'm invisible amongst these women that are have degrees, that are have professions. I'm just as valuable as them, but I didn't know that, and I had to discover my own value. So maybe I don't come with a degree, and I don't come with 6 figures, not yet, right? I don't come with acclimates and accomplishments paper wise, but I've managed the hell out of life. I've prayed and I've became closer to God, right? I have mastered apologizing to my children and reconciling my relationship with my kids. I have managed to forgive my mother. I've managed to forgive my father. I have managed to do some amazing things that I can't get a degree for because if I had a degree in life, I would have a PhD. But I don't feel that way anymore. I can walk on the road with accomplished women and be just as accomplished as them and have the same conversations as they do and probably offer a little bit of, advice here and there about life because that's my expertise, right? Um, and that's where I'm at. But I had to get there. I had to figure out why would I got friends that are thousandaires, millionaires. That I can go sit in the room with relative friends that I have. We can go out to eat. I'm laughing, talking. They men. I'm good. It's the women that I felt invisible. I felt like I didn't measure up. I felt like, oh, this person is a nurse. This person is it is. I'm just a property manager. No, I'm a hell of a property manager. I was really good at my job, right? And I was really good, and I deserved better. Mama Lisa, hey, Sister Lisa, I deserved better than what I had, what I was doing. I deserved better than that. When I'm saying to you, find, if you listen to me, find your value. There's value in you. God put value in you. And your value may not look like everybody else's value, but there's still value. And when you find your value, you will find your worth. And when you find your worth, you will find the purpose that God has given you and the reason why you're even here on this earth. And you'll be able to operate in so much more godly confidence because you've discovered who you are and who God made you and the richness that He made you in. God is awesome. And He knows exactly what He's doing. Because, honey, I am crazy than a bedbug, honey, crazy. I will admit, honey, I am stupid. I'm funny. I'm hilarious. I'm real. And but that's crazy. Because people that tell the truth, they're crazy. Because I'm gonna tell the truth, shame the devil. Right? And some people don't like my truth. They don't want to hear my truth, but my truth be too real. And that's okay. That's okay. I tell the truth to myself and I tell the truth to other people. And when you can know you like that, then when somebody comes to you and say, Sister Andrea, Sister Lisa, whoever else is looking on this, Sister so I feel like you this, and this. And you know how somebody can say something to you and you kind of walk away thinking, did I come off like that? And you. Some people say I have a resting face, right? I look mean until I smile. They say you should smile more often because you look really mean. You look really serious. I am really serious, but I'm really funny too. So when I smile, people be like, oh, okay, I feel better. Oh, I thought you was looking at me crazy. Like I had this one girl walk up to me at church and she was like, did I do something to you? I said, no. Why? Because you be looking at me like you see something on me. No, baby, I ain't even looked at you today. Like I ain't looked at you. Oh, I thought you was looking at me. No, I wasn't looking at you. I'm sorry though. I'm sorry you feel that way, baby. I'm sorry. I said if I did look at you, I'm sorry. But I didn't go home thinking, dang, I need to change my facial expression. I don't want to offend nobody. That ain't got nothing to do with me because I wasn't looking at her. Now, if you know you one of them kind of people that come off crazy, then you just gotta accept that too. And be like, I gotta do better. I want to be approachable to people. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do better. I can't be walking around looking like that. So I practice smiling. Hey, Sister Lisa, that's why I smile all the time. Because people say my look is very intimidating. So I'm really like y'all hung with me tonight. And I just wanted to kind of talk to y'all. We're gonna do this every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Have some people on. We've been talking about relationships, and I'm trying to get some dudes together, but that didn't work. So I might get a couple of dudes, a couple of women, and talk about that. We got some talk about epilepsy. My friend Tamika's gonna come on and talk about epilepsy in the Black community and how it affected her life and how she deals with it. And then we're gonna do some teaching because this is a platform. And when I first started Internet Speaks, I refused to preach because I felt like that's not for this platform. But the Lord said He wanted me to share some things in my own way. I love God. I love Him so much. He's so strategic. Oh my God, He's so strategic. Cause y'all know, I can't really say what I be wanting to say in the pulpit because that just ain't gonna fly. And it's not that I'm being inappropriate. It's just I'm real, right? And we ain't got time to just get real with all them people in the pulpit. So you gotta hit it and miss. But here, with God gave me with this platform, and then with Broken and Restored, I can get some things done. So pray for me. I'm soliciting your prayers. Pray for me. Because becoming a caregiver is not my anointing. It is not my strong suit at all. At all. I'm being real. There's that V word. I'm being transparent. I need strength. I need patience. I need instruction. I need to know what God wants to do because I cannot let this stop my progress. I can't get derailed. I cannot afford my destiny and my purpose cannot afford another setback. I can't afford to derail. I can't afford to stop. I can't afford to slow down. I cannot afford it. My destiny is like a locomotive that finally finally got on the road. Finally, we blowing our horn. We finally on a road called straight. What I cannot let this do It's changed the trajectory of where God is taking me. It's gotta go with me. I've got to learn to manage it. My back is killing me. I'm pushing and crying and changing diapers and all. Y'all, I was like, I don't know what 2023 is supposed to be about, but this thing can't be it. I don't see the lesson in this. I don't see where the growth. I don't know where the growth is coming from. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking for the growth. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all pray for me. I appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all pray for me. Um, And this has been an edition of Antoinette Speaks, the real, the raw, and the inspiring. I am with Endure Entertainment. When you think of Endure Entertainment, you think of clean entertainment. When you think of clean entertainment, think of Endure Entertainment. Endure Entertainment is based out of North Carolina. It has been great. Listen, I hope that I shared something with you that was positive that you can take with you on your journey to the next, right? And that I challenged you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I really didn't know what we was gonna talk about, but I just let the Lord lead me as He always does. Um, be at peace. Be at peace with all men. Love yourself, and when you love yourself, let that overflow. Thank you for listening. This is the Internet Speaks. Thank you. I will talk to you Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's go.